Now today I'm going to show you very basic Excel function, especially for beginners. Let's imagine you've typed your text, your data like this. So first I'm going to start with the highest mark and then lowest mark. So for highest mark you click here and then you press equal sign, type the word marks like that and then open quotation, rather brackets, sorry, open bracket, highlight this from up to down and then close brackets and then press enter. So this is the highest mark under English. You can drag it across like this to show the highest mark for others, for other subject like that. So when you come here for lowest mark, equal sign, mean, then you open quoted brackets, highlight all and then close bracket, press enter. So this is the lowest mark under English. You can drag it for others up to here. If you don't want this to appear here, you can just remove the formula for that from here like that. You can click here and remove the formula for that. It will not appear there. Even here, if you don't want it to appear, you just remove like that and so on and so forth. Then the next one I'm going to take you through is the total. To get the total, I'm going to sum all this. So I'm going to press equal sign and then sum all this. So I can click on this, start with writing the word sum, and you can just drag them all like this, but I will not encourage dragging. I'm going to do like this. After pressing equal sign, let me start again. Equal sign and then type the word sum, open bracket. Now if there was no space here, I would simply drag it like this and then close brackets and press enter, and then here I would drag it down like this. That's how I would do it. But because there is an empty column here which I will use for grade, that will not be appropriate. So how would I do it? Click here and press, I'm going to use the same formula, but I'm going to change the way I'm going to put the cells. Equal sign, sum, open brackets. I click on this, comma, click on this one, comma, click on this one, comma, and click on this one, and then close the bracket and press enter. It will give me the appropriate sum without taking into account or considering these empty columns, because those empty columns are going to have the grades. If I want average, I'm going to do the same thing. Equal sign, average, open brackets, click on this, comma, click on this, comma, click on this, comma, and then click on science. Close brackets and then press enter. The same thing and then highlight up to down. Then I want to do position. To do position here, press equal sign and then write the word rank, open bracket. I want to rank, you can base on total or average. I am going to use total. Click on the first total, press comma, then highlight from the very first total up to the last one to give the range. Then at that point, before you continue, press F4 to make that range absolute. Press F4 like that and then press comma. The last thing we are supposed to use either 0 for descending or 1 for ascending. Descending means the highest mark give number 1, the second highest number 2, in that order. Ascending means the lowest mark give number 1, the second lowest give number 2, in that order. So the order for normal positioning is descending, where you give the highest mark number 1, the second highest number 2. So I'll put there 0, close brackets and then press enter. Then I can copy this for the rest downwards, so it will give me the position without repeating. When I want to know the number of students, I can use the formula equal sign count and then open brackets. You can just use even this one. You highlight all of them and then close brackets, press enter to tell you there are 10 members, and if you look at the numbering, there are actually 10. Then the second last that I want to finish with is the grades. That is where you use the if. So you come here and press equal sign if, open bracket, then this mark is, for example, greater than 80. Let me use greater than 80, greater or equals to 80, greater or equals to 80, comma, what do we do? I'm going to give it D1, and then after that you close quotation, comma, then again put if. What if it is not 80 or greater than 80? So if, open bracket again. I have not closed the first bracket, so I've opened another one. If this same mark instead is greater or equals to, say, 60, I'm not going to do many, I'm going to skip a lot to save time. In quotation, give it, say, credit 3, and then close quotation, comma, again if, let's say, open bracket, that same mark is greater or equals to, let's say, 40, comma, in quotation, give credit 6, and then close quotation, comma. Now the last one, you do not have to again write if, just put the last condition. So if this is all tested, whatever you now put here is going to be the answer. If this is tested and it is false, then this which is here will be the answer. So the last one, I'll just say, for example, F9, and then that, or I can just write the word fail. If somebody is not in the range of from 40 up to 100, then that person should have failed. Now I open 1, 2, 3 brackets, so also close it at the end here, 3 brackets, 1, 2, 3 times, and then you press enter. So this one is in the range of credit. Copy it for the rest down, and then you'll see the people who failed, the people who got D1, and so on and so forth. So the last thing I'm going to show you under this basic is how to draw charts. So let's say I want to represent all this on the chart, all the subjects. I'll highlight all the subjects like this, and then go to insert, choose any, under charts, choose any you wish to, like say this one. So when you click on it, it will show you all. So if I click on this, this is how your chart, how the chart will look like. The headings here you can change, but this is how your chart will look like. If you do not want that chart, instead what you can do, come to change chart, and then change it to another, say, line graph, and then you click on the line, and then you'll find a line graph here instead. If you wanted a pie chart, for example, pie chart is only between 2, so it is this, it shows only one subject at a time. So you click on this, go to insert, select pie chart, and select any type, and it will also appear there. You can drag it to wherever you want it to be. If you want it in another sheet, cut and then paste it there. So simply, these are the basics of Excel.